In this video, we're going to show you how to install the crank position sensor with installation tool on your Ford Focus located beside your harmonic balancer. With the hood open, locate your battery on the passenger side portion of the engine compartment. Use a 10mm shallow socket or wrench on the nut here. Now we did go ahead and spray this down with some rust penetrant to go ahead and hopefully loosen up that corrosion that was on there a little bit. And then wiggle this free. I want to go ahead and work this up and off of the terminal. Pull that up and off. Using our 19mm socket, we're going to loosen and remove the lug nuts. Grab that wheel, remove it, and set it aside. Now with the wheel removed, we want to go ahead and remove our splash shield. There's going to be 2 screws holding this. Actually, there's 1 bolt here. The front screw is up behind the splash shield. These are 10mm socket and extension. Loosen and remove this. That one there is the bolt. If you peel this back, you're going to find the screw right here, and it goes into a plastic insert. And go ahead and remove that. You're going to go ahead and locate your crank position sensor. It's right here to the left of your harmonic balancer. Now before we remove this here, there's a couple of key things we need to do. We need to make sure that the alignment tabs line up with the crank position sensor. And how we're going to do that is we're going to take the supplied tool. It has a little notch here in the front, and in this notch is where one of these alignment tabs is going to lock into place. You're going to take this unit and you want to position it over the crank position sensor, and it actually lines right up and will snap down into place. Now, for any reason, if the tab does not line up on here where you cannot install the alignment tool, the tab is off a little bit, you're going to use a wrench, 21mm, and put it on the crank. You can use a ratchet as well. Now you want to go ahead and crank the engine to the point where one of these alignment tabs lines up on the crank position sensor, and then install the tool. In our case here, it is lining up. We're going to install our alignment tool. It snaps right on. Now we're going to use an 8mm ratchet, and we want to go ahead and loosen the bolts here. All right, we got these loose. Now right on the back side here of our crank position sensor is an electrical harness. Now normally you can push down on the tab here, and I'm going to use my pocket screwdriver to help me slide that off. And there it is. All right, so with that disconnected, we can go ahead and loosen and remove these. Now the key thing is you're using the tool from the beginning, from the get-go, to make sure that when you install the new sensor, it lines up perfectly with the tab. You may get to a point where you can spin these bolts out by hand. Now if you notice, the hole is slotted. Hence the reason why we're going to be using that tool to line it up. Got to remove that bolt and remove the sensor. Now that you have this removed, we're going to remove our tool here, our alignment tool, and we're going to install this on our new sensor. Take your new crank position sensor, and you're going to take the installation tool line that up. I'm going to go ahead and line this up here. Now this notch here needs to line up with this tab. All right, now we have both of our bolts in, and make sure the sensor is locked in and in sync with the sprocket teeth. And let's go ahead and start to snug these down. I'm just going to gently snug that to hold it. Let's go ahead and get that other bolt. And make sure they're both snug. Just make sure they're bottomed out. Let's torque these down to 5.1 foot-pounds. Once we're torqued, go ahead and remove your alignment tool. Go ahead and grab that harness on the back there. Align that up. Push it on. We're going to install the splash shield. We're going to install the bolt first. I'm going to put that on the socket. Line this up. Go ahead and get that started. And then we'll go ahead and install the screw on the front side. All right, now that we have that started, we can go ahead and snug them down. Just snug them gently. And at this point here, we're going to install our wheel. If you happen to have a check engine light on inside the vehicle, go ahead and use the scan tool to properly clear that code, and you can go for a road test. Grab the wheel. Good, line up the wheel studs. Let's go ahead and install the lug nuts. Ideally, you want to get all these started by hand first. Then we'll go ahead and snug them down. When tightening these down, you want to go ahead and do it in a crisscross pattern. Now let's go ahead and torque down our lug nuts to 94 foot-pounds. Prefer to do this in a crisscross pattern. Grab the ground terminal, connect that. Let's go ahead and snug that down. Give it a whirl, make sure it's nice and tight, and you're all set.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.